What is good, everybody? Welcome to the Talking Sports with Manny YouTube channel. This is your guy, Manny, and you're listening to the Back Row Commander Show. I still got my Redskins gear. It's all good. The Commanders gear is coming. Remember, I told you guys if the Commanders beat the Eagles, I'm going to be getting the gear. But I'm going to run my intro. It's going to be a special show. I'm going to do a lot of videos, a lot of Commanders interviews and some highlights and all of that. So it's going to be a fun little episode. We'll go about 30 minutes on this episode. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get this thing started. So, guys, man, I'm so excited, man. The Washington Commanders defeat the Atlanta Falcons, a score of 19-13. It was a great game. It was a game that kind of went back and forth. And to be honest, I'm not going to lie because I was worried. On that last drive, which I'm going to get into a little later, I had no hope. I thought it was pretty much over because the way that Atlanta plays is similar to how the Commanders play, which is running the ball, moving the chains, and taking care of the ball, and also killing the clock. So that's what ATL did. They hit us with the taste of our own medicine. But I'm going to share my screen, and I got a lot of information to share with you guys. So winning in this game and also Seattle losing their game versus Vegas, Washington is now seventh place, which is the last wildcard spot, which is great. I was actually going for Vegas tough, and I'm glad that Vegas won that game. Shout out to Josh Jacobs with that 80-plus yard touchdown in overtime to win. And another tough team that we're going to face at a point in time in San Francisco. So I'm like, look, it's either San Francisco or Seattle. I'd rather San Francisco continue to win until they play us, obviously. But it's going to be tough. But we're not worried about any of that. We're going to focus on what transpired yesterday. Atlanta moved the ball well. Marcus Mariota had 174 yards passing, one touchdown, one interception. We sacked them one time. They ran the ball well, 29 times for 167 yards. Algier had 54. Cordero Patterson had 52. Mariota had 49. Huntley pitched in. So they ran the ball well. It was a committee, but these guys were averaging 5.8 yards per carry. It was kind of annoying. Olamide Zaccheaus had a decent game. He had 5 receptions for 91 yards. Shout out to him. He hit us with this one crazy play at the end, and he got off on us a little bit. You know, Drake London made a couple plays. Losing Benjamin St-Juste was tough because we needed Benjamin St-Juste, and who does he guard? Really, Drake London didn't go off, which would be where he would have been. But I think losing to him just messed with the whole secondary. Zaccheaus going off 5 for 91 with that long 45-yard reception. They use their tight ends, Pruitt, Ferkser. They utilize their tight ends well in the limited, pass attempts that they actually had as well. Defensively, they made plays. Interception on us. Taylor Heinicke really could have had 2 interceptions, but I'm just glad it was just limited to 1. They played well defensively for ATL. For the Commanders, Heinicke had 138 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He wasn't sacked at all, which is very surprising because usually Taylor Heinicke gets sacked, even with his mobility. So I love that. If you guys notice, the name of the episode is the Brian Robinson. Sorry, this is the Brian Robinson episode. Brian Robinson had 18 carries for 105 yards. He averaged 5.8 yards per carry. This is the Brian Robinson that I've been looking for. He also had a long run of 21 yards. Antonio Gibson pitched in 9 for 32. Jonathan Williams stepped in and played well. 4 carries for 22 yards. Curtis Samuel also pitched in. We ran the ball 37 times for 176 yards. That's awesome. This is smash mouth football, power football. I loved it. And hopefully Jonathan Williams gets some more carries because he was able to move the ball effectively. Jonathan Williams and Brian Robinson pretty much play the same. So that was really good to see. Terry McLaurin was targeted 6 times. He caught 4 of those or 48 yards. John Bates, shout out to him, 3 receptions for 24 yards and a score. Brian Robinson again, man, 2 receptions for 20 yards and a score. I mean, I'm going to show you guys the highlight of that score. I mean, Brian Robinson was just that dude, man. He was that dude. And he got me 20-plus points in fantasy football on top of that. Shout out to Derek Forrest leading the team in tackles with 11 tackles and Jamin Davis with 10 tackles, Cameron Crowe with 8. Just overall solid game for the guys in the middle. Shout out to Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen. Both guys should be Pro Bowlers this year, but with politics, possibly only one guy gets in. But you never know. Montez Sweat had a sack. Shout out to Montez Sweat, balling out of control. I think that puts Montez Sweat now up at, 7 sacks, something like that. I have to look at the total later. And then Kendall Fuller with an interception, the most crucial play of the game. We'll get more into that as well. Antonio Gibson returned 2 kickoffs for 51 yards. Joey Sly was perfect, 2 for 2 with a long of 45. And he did miss an extra point. He missed an extra point. But other than that, he had a solid game all the way around. That extra point could have killed us, though. Had Atlanta scored that touchdown, that would have been 19-19, kicked the extra point, they win. So I'm glad that extra point did not come back to bite us in the butt. Tress Way had 3 punts, 2 inside the 20, and he had that penalty on one of them that gave us the first down. Shout out to the whole team. Great team victory. Now that I've gone through the stats, let's get more into the game. Let's get into some of these highlights, man. So we're going to talk about we're going to get into some of these highlights, and let's listen to some post-game interviews as well. So I'm going to share my screen. This is the opening talk by Jonathan Allen before the game, and I'm not going to lie, it gave me chills. Y'all listen in.
Bring it in. Hey, bring it in tight tonight. Hey, bring it in tight. Y'all want to know why I'm so excited for this game?
Why that?
Because you can't hide.
Yeah.
You can't hide behind a scheme. You can't hide behind a play call.
Yeah.
You can't hide behind no trickery.
Yeah.
It's mono football today, and I'm going to tell you one thing, the defense, we finna come out hell today. I promise you. We don't rise to the occasion. We don't play with emotions. We fall back on what we do. And after I tell your head up, I'm going to look in your soul just like this so you know I'm for real. Ain't no scared of my heart. This is what I do. I live this. I bleed this. This is how I feed my family. I'm going to tell you one time, when we come out, we don't got to say a word. We knock your ass out, they're going to feel that for real. Hey, family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bam. Yeah, bring it in. Hey, bring it in tight tonight.
but
TFLs today, both from Daron Payne. Second. Mariota.
On the bottom, Paige. You were good. I'm waiting for you to be great. And next, Kendall. You didn't stick out to me. Next is Brooke. Next, Nia. And Mackenzie. And on top of the pyramid, going 3 for 3, once again, is Maddie. On the bottom,
Walking off the field after that one.
Well, it's kind of emblematic of the two teams. I mean, if you look at them, we're both in the same category, in my opinion. You know, the character being they're going to be a downhill physical team on both sides of the ball, and that's really what we are. And we played that way today. You know, they had their moments, we had our moments, and at the end of the day, the one thing that evened out was the takeaways.
And to that end, being a grinded out ball control team, it's really picked up for you guys since Brian's come back, and he had obviously a really good day today. What were your thoughts on his performance?
I thought his performance was outstanding. I thought the whole running back group as a whole, you know, with what we were getting from Antonio as a change of pace, and then Antonio also catching the ball and in space. Unfortunately, he slipped on that one. That could have been a real big play for us. And then Jonathan Williams getting back into some of the action. That combination of guys has really given us, you know, a little bit of spark as far as being able to run the ball. And kudos to the offensive line. I mean, they were giving us a lot of 5-man looks up front as well, and yet we were still able to move the ball. So there's some really good things that did happen on the offensive side.
Is this what you were envisioning from Brian, back in training camp?
Well, from Brian for the most part, and Antonio and Jonathan. I mean, we kept those guys for a reason, and that's kind of what we're looking for. Is we're looking for this type of tandem that that can grind it out. And if one guy's having a great day, we can continue to hand the ball to him, and the other guys will play their role. And if it's vice versa, it works the other way, where the other guy's having a good day, then the guys play their role. That's a big part of it. I mean, to me, it's really about that. Being able to have a guy that's ready to roll.
I guess specifically with Brian.
Commanders fans, I'm sorry you guys got to go through another one of those games, but a win's a win. Go to New York next week. Hope to see you guys there.
Perform the best I can. So, it's me versus me every day I wake up, and I'm feeling some type of way based off of the situation in the past. But I got to continue to work and get better and help my team win.
What does it mean to get that 100-yard game? Is this something special? How special is it for you?
It's a special moment, just to be able have an opportunity to do that, and to do it just after everything that's been going on this year. And I've been patient with it, just continue to stick to it, stick to the run game, stick to, my run tracks and, our discipline. And today was a good day, on the ground, obviously because of the wet ball, we handed the ball off a lot more. And I feel like the offensive line, they did, great job, getting movement up front, moving on to the second level and just allowing me to get up on backwards and finish.
Were there a couple of runs when Ron said you're running with more confidence and all that? Are there some runs that stand out to you today where you say, like, maybe that's a result of that confidence, of some holes you're hitting or the way you're hitting it?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting more and more comfortable, as the game go on, as the weeks, build up. And, I'm starting to get more comfortable on my second level play, just getting up on the second level and, making a second level move. At first it was kind of like, just getting my comfortability back to get up on the second level. But now, I want to take that next step and, playing on the second level and finishing on the second level.
Brian, can you take us through the touchdown catch and just kind of your thought process when you saw those couple defenders?
I mean, you catch the ball, you got all that space, and, you versus a defensive back, you got to win at least 80, 90% of the time. So, I pulled the trigger and it worked out well for me.
The mentality of this team is certainly becoming a tough-minded team, a tough team on the ground, and you hear it's really picked up even more. Does it take some satisfaction in that your play is kind of helping set the tone for this offense?
I mean, I just do what I got to do to, bring that energy to the offense, whatever that takes, if I got to be vocal or if I just got to go and, be physical on the field. And I feel like, guys, want to get better. Guys want to be physical. We want to, be that type of team. So, we just got to continue to, work on that, be consistent in certain areas. And I feel like we'll be great.
I don't know if you were watching the play, but the play where Duran tips the ball and Kendall picks it off. What are you thinking as they're, right on the cusp of getting a touchdown?
I think that's just an example of how this team plays to the whistle, plays to the end of the game, and that was a very critical situation in the game where our guys made a big time play, and that just goes to show that we have a group of guys that's going to literally play into the last second on the clock.
What else to say about them? We come in every day and work hard for each other, and we have fun doing it. So to see it come out on Sundays, and especially in situations like that, it's a really cool deal. Again, the defense came up huge there at the end, and Kendall just keeps making those plays. So really good team effort there.
How much confidence is the defense giving you in the offense when they're going out week after week and stacking up excellent performances?
Yeah. When you have a defense like that, for us, it's just like, hey, let's not have any turnovers. Let's keep converting third downs. And when we get in the red zone, let's try and score touchdowns. And that's kind of the secret formula for us. And if we stick to it with the way our defense is playing, we're going to win a lot of games. So obviously there's a lot of things to improve on offensively, but we'll look at the film tomorrow and go from there.
Saw. I think it was Payne who just made a good play, tipped the ball, and we just saw the ball in the air. I remember seeing Cordell Patterson and Defoe, and I was just hoping Defoe didn't hit me and knock the ball out. But I was just thinking, just getting my hands under the ball, getting my elbows tight, and just trying to make a play on the ball.
You've seen a lot of seasons here. Where does this rank at, winning streak, everything in front of you and what you guys have created here?
I think you'll think about that once you keep on winning more games, put yourself in the playoffs and make a run in the playoffs. Definitely a big win, and but it's something that we, as a team, you expect to win. The preparation that you put in during the week, in the off season, all year, you expect to go into games and win, and we just want to keep it going.
Just going off that question, I mean,
All right, thanks so much, Taylor. I am not quite sure. I have heard it as loud in this building as I did after Kendall Fuller's interception. You went up to him before you took the field after the pick. What did you say to your teammate?
The way to be a leader, way to be a captain. He's made 2 unbelievable plays back-to-back weeks. And that defense to hold those guys at the end there was, just speaks to our team, man. The resiliency that we have. So, proud of the guys. Felt we left a lot of points on the field today, but it's a win to win.
Taylor, I know the defense came up big for you. You guys leaned on the running game, but it had been 2 games since you had thrown a touchdown pass. You had 2 in this one. What did it take for you guys offensively to hold on to this one?
Yeah, again, we ran the ball well, converted on 3rd down, so I think we did a good job. It was a little sloppy here and there. But again, like I said earlier, I feel like we left some points out there. So we'll go back and look at the film tomorrow and see where we can get better.
I don't think we need to look at the film to figure out the Taylor Heineke effect. There's something special going on with this team. You've now won 6 of your last 7 games. What has been the difference?
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, the guys are just, it's a great locker room full of guys. We all love each other. We all work hard for each other. It's a real family in there. So, again, we come to a day, we work, and we have fun with it. So you can see it on Sundays, and, hopefully we keep this ball rolling.
All right, it has been fun to watch. Thank you, Taylor.
Thank you.
I got a ball here, and the only reason I'm gonna give the ball to him is because it's his first 100-yard game.
Hey y'all, honestly, I've been wanting to say this in front of the team, but since everything happened back in August, man, I promise you, everybody in this room have shown me unconditional love, support, man. Just to help me get to this point for real, man. I couldn't be more thankful for everybody in this room, man. Y'all people I turn to the most after going through what I went through, man. Just to have this opportunity to do what I did today, man. I give all y'all the credit, man. Thank y'all.
Team ball 3, 1, 2, 3. I got.
Oh, my bad. I was muted. Yeah, man. Shout out to Brian Robinson Jr. Awesome speech. But yeah, this team is just coming together and they're playing for each other. They're playing hard right now. If that speech did not move you, you're not human. So shout out to the Commanders. Shout out to Taylor Heineke, Brian Robinson, Ron Rivera, Sean Taylor. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Once again, you're listening to the Back Row Commander Show on the Talking Sports with Manny YouTube channel. I will catch you guys on the next episode. Hail to the Commanders. Let's get it. Victory Monday. We out. Peace.